last lesson. So once we've got our Logic project running, what we need to do first off is set our preferences. So that's Logic Pro X in the menu bar, Preferences, Advanced Tools, Show Them, and then Enable All. The next part was showing you how to play and stop. That's this button here. So you just press play and then stop, and then it will return back to the start by pressing this button here. Alternatively, you can press spacebar and enter to return back to the beginning. The next thing was changing the pictures of the tracks. So here, for example, I have a lead vocal. I can control click, so that's control on the keyboard and click, and then I can have a look around for pictures that are suitable. So for vocals, there's one right here under Other, and so you can change the pictures of things. The next part was changing the colour of objects in Logic to make it easier to work. The shortcut is Alt-C. That's Alt-C on the keyboard. Click on whatever you want to colour and change the colour. To order tracks around, you can just click and drag and place them in the order that you'd like. I would recommend working in this order, having drums at the top, then your bass, then your synthesizers, and then finally your vocals and sound effects. The next thing we looked at was markers. So at the moment you can see that there's a pre-chorus marker and a chorus marker here. So I'm just going to show you how to set up an intro and a verse marker. So you can press the global track button here, which should show up marker track, and then you can just place the playhead wherever you want. Press add, and it will add a new marker. Double click on that and call that intro. And then we can go to where the vocals start, which we can see lead vocal has a signal starts here. There's silence before that, so that's a clear indication that that's the verse. Move the playhead to there, double click, call it verse. Let's colour them, Alt-C. So that's that part there. And then we can collapse this section here, and then our markers appear in the timeline. Once we've done that, we can open up the mixing desk. We can do that by pressing X, and this will show us the mixing desk. We're going to be working with the faders here. So now you can see why the pictures are useful, and you might want to colour these as well. So let me turn the electric drum kit and the bass different colour of blue. So that's Alt-C again. Now we worked on the faders, so what they do is they stop the signal that's coming from that track going all the way to the master track. So we can bring that down and it will make it sound quieter. We can also boost it by a little bit, but only by 6 dB. So their real job is to change the balance of what you hear. So we can listen to the song and play around with these and set them to a right level. Once you set the right level and you're happy with your mix, we can bounce it out. We don't need the mixing desk for that. What we do need is to set up a cycle region. So that's the button here, which opens up a yellow bar over the top of our song. What we need to do is make sure that the start and the end point is set correctly. So to do that, we need to go to the start of the song and zoom in, and make sure that this bar here starts at the beginning of the audio region. Then we need to go to the end and do the same. If you grab it like this, it will move the whole bar. So if you grab the end selector, it will either shorten or lengthen it. Once you've done that, you can press Command B to bounce. You're going to want to use these settings for most of your projects. Just press OK. Pick where you want to save them on your desktop and press bounce. Lastly, to save your file, you either go to File, Save, or you use the shortcut Command S, and it will save everything that you've done.